And we are back. No, it's been... I said I wasn't going to be on streaming today, but I have a couple hours until we do our plans. And since last time, I have a new setup for my desk. I moved it into a bedroom to cut down on the background noise. And hopefully we'll see how this works. Let me pull the stream up on my phone to make sure everything's running properly. Yep. Sweet. And I found out why I can't stream New World. It's because my Ethernet cable broke, and so I've been running off of a wireless connection, and it's not strong enough to foot the bill. So I just ordered a new Ethernet cable so we can maybe get back on that. Let's see. We left off, we were just starting Liurny of the Lakes. I did want to see if I'm missing anything down here though. I know there's a cave right here, and then there's this that I need to do. But I do believe, aside from that, we have finished everything else. Pretty much, at least. So, yeah, let's go down here, we'll run through this cave real quick, and we'll kill that boss. Because there's 2 talismans we can grab. So from here, I'm gonna run over this way. And this is kind of a test stream. I moved my whole setup so I'm hoping I didn't mess anything up with the recording and, well, the stream or anything. So, we will see. What ash ore did I put on this? Ooh. I wonder how well that works. I've never actually used that ash. So I guess we're gonna find out together. And like I said, I'm gonna just haul ass through this cave, because the only thing in here that I'm interested in really is the talisman. And it's not even that I'm interested in it, it's more just getting it to show if somebody wanted it, this is where you'd get it. That's kind of neat. I bet you that would work real well with that rotten wing insignia. Okay. Fucking booger landed on my head. And I'm poisoned. How about that? Now, truthfully, if you wanted to have the easiest time possible with this place, not that it's particularly hard, even early on, all of these guys down here are super weak to fire. Like, even these flowers, they can't spew out that poison mist if you light them on fire. Oh, we got this big boss here. Let him do his summoning shit. Okay, that's gonna kill me if you keep doing it. Let's see how well the ash does. Pretty good. Yeah. So really not a hard boss at all, but you get your Viridian Amber Medallion. I believe that one just boosts how much stamina you have, so. Not the most important thing to grab, but it's there if you want it. And then I want to take out this boss over here. This guy can provide a little bit more of a challenge, but overall, he's not super difficult. He gives you the Radagon Scar Seal, which is a downgrade from the one that we already have, so. Oh, I already killed him. Alright, so I did do this. Yeah, damn sure did. So that was the only thing we were missing. Alright, let's move on. I do believe when we left off I gave that lady... Yeah, she's not here, so I did give her the Shabriri grape. I'll show you how to do her quest line. The only quest line in the game that I haven't done myself was Millicent's. I never took the time to figure that one out. But this guy, he's got some cool stuff with his.
Well, you're a true. My name, presume only.
Study sorcery. We'll grab Starlight. That's the only one we don't have.
I'm afraid. Oh, right. I can tell you. You've seen that's only its doors after they declare the academy, as you might have guessed, making entry and so on. When they come.
And about the Glintstone key.
You never reach. And if you want you, would you consider? I know it, but still.
So with this guy, basically, whenever you get to the Glintstone Academy and you get to the very tip top of that church, you'll find an extra key and you bring it back to him and he'll make his way to the academy. Which I'm sure by now everybody knows, but just for if you're newer to this game. I guess I could lean into using more magic. Especially being that this axe kinda, it'll give me my mana back. Alright. I do believe those guys will drop the smithing stone 3s. It's either 2 or 3s, but if you wanted to farm them, it's not necessary, but you know, if you wanted to, you could. Now, if you did not go to the merchant in South Limgrave, there's the lantern here you can buy. In fact, we'll go ahead and sell some stuff and pick up the stuff that he's selling. Just so you have access to all the weapons that you could want. I already have the astrologer staff, so you can get that. This is the astrology starting armor set if you wanted that. I'm gonna grab the cookbook and these. So yeah. And of course you could buy his arrows and whatnot if you wanted. I don't think I even have a bow at this point, but okay. Don't you love it whenever you try to pick something up, run past it so shit like that doesn't happen, and he just doesn't do it? So, real quick, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab that map piece, and we're gonna go over there and grab the other map piece. And then we'll run through this whole area and do all the shit. We'll just open everything up so we can pull up the map. And on my Faith character that I started previously, I largely skipped a lot of this area because I can't stand doing this area, but I figured it'd probably be a good idea for at least one of these playthroughs to show where everything is and how to do everything. That way, whenever I do the next character build or I go back to the Paladin, I don't have to ramble on about game mechanics and where shit is and all this and that. And just kind of chill and have a good time. If you have further questions, you can come back to these streams and rewatch them. The questions should get answered. I do believe... Oh shit. Yeah, I largely recommend to just avoid those fucking things. And maybe not run and get stuck on them like I just did. As you can see, they have a really long range snipe and it hurts like hell. Just avoid them. Okay. Now that we have the map for this area, well, actually, there's another map piece over here. I guess we'll go grab that real quick. What do I have markers set on? I have a marker here. I have another one directly there. I wish there was just a button you could push to erase all markers. There it is. Okay. So now we're gonna run way up here. We're gonna stop by and pick up a golden seed and the key for the academy. Just since those are on the way. We may also grab the rune axe. I'm not sure how good it is now. It used to be the weapon of all speedruns. Its Ash of War is insane. You stomp on the ground. A huge AoE appears and it causes a good bit of damage in frostbite. It's still pretty good for PvP, just as a roll catch, but I'm pretty sure it's been nerfed heavily. I guess I lied. I'm not going to go get that golden seed yet because I already passed it. We'll stop over here and grab all this stuff though. Now the blue flowers have new abilities like this. As you can see, it's pretty easy to just walk and not get hit by it. Even if you do, it doesn't hurt, so. They can be pretty intimidating, but they're really not anything to worry about. Okay. Up here we can get some more smithing 2s. And we are on our way. So I will only be streaming until about 3:45 today. We do have plans for my wife's birthday. So, but tomorrow we'll be back on regular schedule around noon to 5. I guess we're not even picking up the rune axe. We'll just go through, get the key. We're definitely going to get the key. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm going to have to search around for that stuff. I am excited that I found out about that Ethernet cable being broken though, because I was really wanting to stream some New World, and I'm pretty sure that's what was wrong. Was my interconnection was just potatoed. I have done some thinking on the fashion that I'm going to go for. And of course it's subject to change depending on what I find that can make him look like Soul Reaver. If you've never played Soul Reaver or don't know what it is was a game from like the 90s where it was a vampire game. But it had one of the coolest concepts where you kind of shifted from the spirit realm into the physical realm as in, well, a Soul Reaver. One of the vampires, I can't remember his name, because technically he died as a vampire. He died as a human, but came back as a vampire, and then died as a vampire. And so he's like an undead vampire. So instead of getting energy from sucking blood, this dude actually sucks the soul out of everything. Which I thought was pretty fitting in this game, where that's basically what you're doing to everything. You're sucking everything's soul out. Now he uses this big great sword. Well, his version of the great sword, it's called the Reaver of Souls. It's like the spirit version of it, and it looks similar to Carrion Slicer. It's just like a blue spectral version of the sword. The real version has it looks a lot like the Flamberge, which is why I wanted to go for that. Okay, now we're gonna go get that the winged sword insignia real fast. But yeah, my thought process was I could use the Flamberge and then put that spell that imbues it with magic. Where is it? This right here, Scholar's Armament, and it'll give it that blue hue. And in my offhand, I can use a Caestus or something like that, a fist weapon, and use the Ash of War. Oh god, what is it called? Let's see. It's down here, right here. Lifesteal Fist, where you'll grab the guy, and you'll suck his life force out of him. So now that I have the weapons figured out, all that's left is the fashion. How do I make him look similar to the Soul Reaver? And I thought about doing a Soul Reaver and a Cain version, but really it'd be the same build, just without Scholar's Armament. Honestly. So this will kind of be rolled into the whole Legacy of Cain Soul Reaver build. Get you a nice armor set. If you go over there and grab this shit, a big boy battle will drop down on your head. But he's easy enough to avoid. You just run out. By the way, trying to do any of this without a lantern is a nightmare. Okay. Alright then. Like I said before, if you want a really easy time going through this area, just put some points in the faith, pick up the, what is it, O Flame or whatever it's called. Little fireball deal. And these guys will just crumble. Which I should have enough faith to grab that up. I might run and go do that. The reason I have points into both intelligence and faith is because there's a ancient Rancor call. Such a dope looking spell, even though it's not very effective. I figured I could somehow use it in the build. This boss, as you can see, it's not even a boss, it's just a basic enemy from Caelid. But there you go, and that talisman's really good. Makes it to where if you can perform successive hits in a row, you get a pretty decent damage bonus. I think it starts at, I don't know what it is for that one. I don't want to lie, so I'll just shut my mouth about it, but it's more damage, more you hit something. And it pairs well with like the Ash of War I have on my axe. Since it hits, it seems to hit 5 or 6 times, so cast it once or twice, you get the full buff, and just go ham. And there's an upgraded version of that talisman you can get from, I think it's Millicent's questline, called the Rotten Wing Sword Insignia. And that one just gives you a bigger damage bonus, so. I always do that. I feel like my horse is thin enough to get through there, and it's just not. I'm really not looking forward to this whole area. Like doing everything. Such a massive area with a ton to do, and I don't like this area, so it's just kind of annoying. Get a good bit of damage, keep the visceral. But it seems like this does more. Let's use that. So with that being done, let me see. I think the closest cave, you come over here and drop down here. We'll do this, and then we'll go over here and do all this area. I think we'll probably go up this whole right side and do everything, and then we'll come back, go up the left side and do everything. And then we'll worry about this whole watery shithole, because there's a whole bunch of stuff over here. Whole bunch of stuff over there. Grab that. There should be a bonfire coming up. I might grab it. Ugh. Yep, here's our bonfire. We'll turn around and run the other way for that cave. I really kind of like this helmet with this chest piece. I think it looks kind of nice. I really like how it hides the goofy shape of the helmet. I want to say that cave is up here, or is it all the way down at the end? Oh, here it is. Let me do this and I'll take that off. There might be an item over there. I'll check after we get through this. And honestly, this cave is full to the brim of those omen guys. So I might switch back to... Where is it? Right here. That puts me under heavy load. Let me see. Can I fix that? What if I put on the shitty gauntlets and shitty pants? I really do like that. That looks nice. It's kind of unique. Now I'm gonna send the elevator up just to see if there's anything underneath. Nope. Ow. Oh, I might be able to farm up my plant version here too. Now the reason I wanted to grab the Zweihander is those Omen Knights can be staggered by it. I don't think that axe will stagger the Omen Knights. Yep, there he is. My boy with the flamberge. Ow! That's not even the flamberge, what the fuck? So where do you get the flamberge? Oh, I'm gonna have to look at the wiki. I thought these fuckers had the flamberge. They have like the forked greatsword. Hold on, I'm gonna get on the wiki real quick. See where the hell to get it. Weapons. Can't remember if it's a. I think it's just a greatsword. I don't think it's an ultra greatsword. Right here. So we got Bastard Sword, Claymore, Iron Greatsword, Lord Sorn, Knight's Greatsword, Banished Knight's Greatsword, Forked Greatsword, Flamberge. I don't want that Forked Greatsword. I mean, the thing is kind of dope, but doesn't fit with what I'm after. Can be found Redman Castle up on the rampart guarded by Pumpkinhead. Really? I could go get that shit right now. Let's go do that. Fuck this cave, I'll be back. I want to go. Well, you know what? We'll finish this cave and then we'll go get it. I thought it was dropped by those fucking things. I'm a moron. Let's see. Can drop down, but I don't remember where to go. I wish they would just lock on. I guess for those little dudes, I can just use this. Maybe. Yeah, that staggers them, so way quicker than the sword. Alright, what's under here? Yep, here's an omen guy. Ow. And then that hurt a lot. But yeah. Just a bunch of shitty messages. I've got like 600 hours on this game and still fall for those. Don't! No! Q, his name is John Cena. Yeah. Good grief. Stop. Get out of here. Those guys are such a pain in the ass. Ooh, that would help a lot, actually. I need to go equip that great rune so we can use the thingy. Let's see. Just for the sake of saking, I'm gonna run in here. Oh, yes, a useless helmet. If you want it for reasons, I don't know what that does for you. I think it has some kind of hidden effect. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Helm fashioned from crystal-looking glass, one amongst the Eternal City's ritual implements, easily broken and weak against striking damage. Worn by those committed to high treason, it wards off the intervention of the Greater Will and its vassal fingers. I think honestly, it's just for fashion. If you want a helmet that sucks at taking hits, then there you go. I'm gonna be in for a rough time if I don't be more careful. I'm already at Estus. I got one left. Oh, and I'm not being careful. There's a bunch of them over here. Ah. Oh my dear God, and I have none left now. Ah. Fuck off. Come on. You know what, that's fine. That is fine. I'm gonna just go back and we're gonna go grab the flamberge. It's up in Redmane Castle somewhere. We will come back right after we have that. So, to get to Redmane, I guess we'll start here. Man, I had to get my bearings. Okay, here we go. I may go ahead and take off the America's Sword Seal, or Scar Seal. I think there's probably another seal that would do me better. I mean, so far I've focused a lot more on the physical aspects of my build. Which, in all... Okay. Okay. That's an issue. Hold on. Let me... Well, that's about the most unprofessional shit you've ever seen. Goddamn smoke alarm went off. I'm either gonna have to move it or something. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh well. Nobody was listening anyhow. Okay, so I guess while I'm here, I'll show you what this place is used for. Let me get that dragon aggro off. There's two things here that are really good in particular. First off, you can come here and buy some of the good shit. So these are dragon incantations that take faith and arcane. As you can see, they take a really long time to come off, but Rotten Breath and the upgrade to it is fantastic. Dragon Ice is really good. Here's Agheel Flame. Dragon Fire is the downgrade of Agheel Flame. You get Agheel Flame from killing that dragon at Agheel Lake, obviously. One of these is a legendary. Yep. So this one is the legendary. It just is a big roar. It gives you some kind of buff, if I remember right. Let me see if it says. Transform caster into a dragon to emit a terrible roar, reducing the attack power and defense of nearby enemies. Grail was the mother of all dragons, dwarfing all who stood before her like a looming mountain. We'll go ahead and grab that. So you get that one from killing the dragon over here at Fort Faroth, that big one that just lays there. There is another really good one you get at the end of the game. You shoot out a couple laser beams I don't remember if that one's legendary or not, but ones to mention are definitely that one because it's legendary, the beam one, and then Rotten Breath. Now, the other good thing about this place is if you walk around, you'll find the knights. They kind of patrol this place somewhere. Yeah, here he is. You can farm them and get the armor that they're wearing. Which, if you're going for dragon incantations, you definitely want. Because those damn incantations lock you down, sit you still, and they take a while to come out. So, if you want to cast them, you need a lot of poise and armor, because you'll take a couple hits. And there definitely ain't nothing worse than trying to use a spell that's super strong, but you can't get it off because you're getting smacked. Now on to Redmane Castle. Now you can't do this while the Radon Festival's going on. The way you trigger Radon is you either start Ronnie's questline or you make it to the Altus Plateau. So as long as you haven't gotten that far or you're past that, or you do the Radon Festival, you can come over here and do Redmane. Which, if you're going for Platinum, you need. There's a legendary weapon called the Ruin Greatsword. One of the best strength weapons in the entire game. So, that's worth. There's also an incredible Ash of War that I might use for a little bit. Basically, it coats your weapon in fire, but it still gives you pretty damn good strength scaling. Now, I'm probably not going to go through here and do everything. I'm just here for the Flamberge right now. We'll worry about Caelid whenever we get through Liurnia. So, to get inside, that door's locked right now. Can run over this way. Up and around. You'll have to use the back door. I am largely going to do a lot of running through. I will have to search around because the weapon that I want is somewhere up top. Actually, let me kill this thing. I don't remember if this is where you get that Ash of War from. Okay. There we go. Yep, there it is. Flaming Strike. So you'll poof out a big old cloud of fire, and then you can do a heavy attack follow-up, and you'll slice through the fire, and it enchants your weapon with fire. Pretty insane Ash of War, and it's a fan favorite, so if you've been curious of where that is, you probably come over here at the beginning of the game and get that. Let's see. Oh, okay. I can fuck with these dudes. What a lucky drop. Got the straight sword and the shield. What a fantastic drop. So up on the rafters somewhere, or not rafters, but the up top, is the Flamberge. So we're gonna do a little bit of looking around. I've gotten it before, but God, I don't remember where it is. Okay, this guy might be a little bit of a struggle. I'm sure if he hits me, it'll fucking kill me. But with a big old sword, he's easy enough to take down. Okay, let's take a quick look around. It's probably not up here. But there are more sections with rafters. Okay, let me pull out the old quick slicey. I do believe this is just to open up the outside. Yep. Now you don't have to climb up that ladder, you can just climb through the back door. Let me lock onto the guy that I want to slap. Okay. Ooh, we're getting 5s from in here. What else we got? I guess I could come through this area right now, but I would kind of rather just do the whole area since, or whenever we're doing Radon. I say the whole area, the first half of the area. Because this place is basically split. There's North Caelid and South Caelid. Southern Caelid you can do somewhat early. North Caelid is a shithole until late game. So, over here somewhere is a bonfire. At least I think. Alright, this is where I came down. There's this guy. I think he just drops that Estus stuff. Maybe. Yep. I'm gonna just skip these two assholes and we'll deal with them later. I say I'm not gonna do the whole area and then I run through every room I find and do it. Is there a way to open this door from over here? I thought there was a lever somewhere. Which there might be, and I just missed it. Where am I going? I'm looking down while I'm running from a bunch of dudes. Oh shit, they run through that? Okay, alright. Later. Maybe we'll just run over here and grab ourselves the bonfire. And back behind these guys. I love these dudes' helmet. If you put it on, it just looks like a baseball hat. Fast. Ow. Stop it. Okay. Let me go ahead and put on that great rune. So this great rune, I think I said it before, but it gives you +5 to every stat. So we'll put that on. I'm gonna switch this to something else. What to switch it to, though? I guess I'll just go with that. Physical damage negation. I don't really understand why that wasn't a backstab, but sure. I can't get through there? If you could just lay off with the fire for a minute, that'd be great. Now I'm thinking the flamberge is going to be up here somewhere. Because there's a way to access the roof. Yep. Yep, here's Pumpkinhead. I forgot that it said that Pumpkinhead is guarding it. Here it is. Look at that beaut. And it is just a regular greatsword. How nice. So it weighs a lot less. Like this is 15.5, this is 10. And I don't need nearly as much strength or dex to wield it. And honestly, I like the greatsword moveset. I wish that was a poke, the heavy, but we can make do. Now it can deal fire damage as well. which I think is what I'm gonna go with. Later on, there's an Ash of War that'll give it ice or frostbite buildup, and I think that's what I'll probably go for, because that still does magic damage, but frostbite's really nice. So yeah, what is my 325? Hell yes. And it looks pretty sick. It's not an exact match with the Soul Reaver that I wanted, but it's close enough, I think. Similar. It'll have to do. Alright. Look at that, I even set the elevator back up for myself. So, interestingly enough, I've never actually used the flame burge in any of these games. It is quite a bit quicker than, actually, I want to see if I can put on a shield too, because that'll kind of help out with this area. How about that? I couldn't ask for a better run. Got a really, really good medium shield, great sword. But anyhow, like I was saying, I've never actually used the flame burge in any of the Dark Souls. Always felt that it was outshined. That and blood loss has never been as strong as in Elden Ring, at least I don't think. I should probably enchant my sword. Let's do that. Showcase the Ash of War. You get that burst of flame, then you swipe the flame and it'll imbue your weapon. Now my weapon does hella damage. And still stagger this guy pretty well. And look at that, I got doing fire damage, stagger, and he bled. What more do you want? Of course, if he's not using that axe, his other moveset is fucking impenetrable. It's like he doesn't stagger. It's a little strange to me, because you would think that if he's not using the axe, he's just gonna punch you, he wouldn't have so much poise. Okay. Alright. That's not cool, but whatever. Alright. Get around. Come here. Thank you. Little twerp. Fucking kiting me around a pillar. Just do guard counters for the win. These little gremlins never get any less scary. There's nothing there, is there? Yeah. I'm always curious, because there's always stuff that you miss. Like I said before, you don't have to complete 100% of the game to get platinum. Okay, back up. See if I give a shit. Bird. I died for a fucking rune and a flower. Why not? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do this. That really doesn't have a bunch of... God damn it. Fucking gremlins, man. they never get, like, they're not that hard by themselves. What makes them dangerous is the bleed and the fact that there's a million of them. They're everywhere. What pisses me off the most is I was at the end of the damn thing. I was almost done with the shithole. I gotta use this or I'll be fat rolling. Ow. Ow. Okay, fuck both of you. Alright, just... He's throwing pots at me too, what a bastard. Get out of here. It's funny, I can go... I remember where a lot of items are, just from playing the game, but these things' placements, it's like I never figure it out. I always forget where the hell these things are. Hey, that'll give me plus 7. So that's pretty nice. I'm gonna skip that Omen Knight, we've already done him. I'm also gonna skip this guy. Unless he chases me, he might chase me all the way up. I might have to turn around and kill him. Oh shit. Oh, come on! He's coming! No, 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 no. Fuck you. No, sir. Oh, come on! Oh, this is a nightmare. Why? There's nowhere safe. Jump on the button. Thank you. Come here. Fuck. There's so many. Alright, well, that could have gone smoother. I wouldn't be panicking so much if I didn't have so many souls on the line. Or runes. I'm never gonna get that right, dude. They're just forever and always souls to me. Oh, fuck you. That's one thing about vertical. Just how much you'll miss. And there's where you get Scythe. Which I actually completely forgot about. Now, we're ready to drop down. Come over here, and then I believe you drop down here to get to the lever. Which, there's a couple of these Omen Knights down here. So you just want to be super careful. Get this guy's attention and come this way. I'm over here. Thank you. Ah. Fuck you. God, he's got the 10 move combo on me. Oh no! Why? No, you don't get to get on both sides of me, alright? This isn't cool. This isn't cool, dude. Let's just hit him with the freaking poke and escape. Alright, that one's bled. Ugh! Jesus, they're just mean. Can I fucking do something now? Jesus. Pop off my cock for a second, bro. Alright. Now with those guys down. Just because I know where things are and I platinum the game doesn't mean I'm good at it. Keep that in mind. I've never gotten great at the game. I didn't win at it because I'm fucking super cool guy supreme. I won because I'm really good at banging my head into something difficult until I go insane. Ow. Okay. Alright. Hey! Do you fucking mind, though? How do you like them apples? They just go nuts with it, man. They just keep attacking and they won't stop. I have a bloody ass. The dude slapped me in the butt. This is not nice. Oh, good, I'm all out of... Okay, I'm gonna sneak up on this man and backstab him. And as soon as he stands up, I'm gonna hit him with one of these and then one of these. Alright. That went well. Now since we're at the very end, I'm gonna just run and push the lever. That way if this guy kills me, I don't have to do all of this over. I'll just... Dude! That message popped up and it put my shield down. Why is that a thing? It's insane. Okay, so for y'all to know, you pull that lever, don't expect to be able to put your shield up because it will fucking put your shield right back down. I'm gonna just try this with no Hestus. But I'll go in there with my indomitable human spirit and some actual spirits. Okay, it's just this guy. He's not hard. That might clean up all my summons. That's okay. Get him one of these. I'm not going to say that went well. It went a lot of ways, but well isn't one of the words I'd use to describe that. Okay, and we're just going to run down here real quick, see if there's anything to pick up. If there is anything, it's nothing of major consequence. So, yeah, it's Somber 2. Not even like a Somber 3 or 4. Something that we already have a bunch of. There's 7 Somber 2s now. I should probably think of a somber weapon to use or something. Not really sure what there would be. Unless there's another... I don't think there is any weapons similar to the Flambergian style that, I'll go ahead and say that takes somber smithing. What are we gonna level up? I suppose faith. One time. I'm probably just gonna get enough of both of those to use Ancient Rancor Call, and then probably... What is it? Renala's staff that she has. This thing's doing some work, man. Okay. Here we did an heirloom that will, or not an heirloom, talisman that boosts our faith by 5 points. And our second Shabiri grape. All in all, you need 3 Shabiri grapes and a fingerprint grape to do Bitch Tits quest, which has ties to an incredible ending, and honestly my favorite ending. And then you get a really nice talus or a seal from it. Now she's over here. That's right. Okay. Right here.
Hello? Would you donate them on a pilgrim when I eat? You're not
Give
really
her a
resting,
shibiri.
they're frail, but you.
Should talk about how awesome
You
they
won't need the
are.
blessing.
So just for reference, the first time you meet her, she's right here at the very first bonfire you find. Second one, right next to the water at these ruins. The third time you find her is right... Is it right there or right here? I think it's actually right here. Should be standing over here. And then the last time you see her until the end of her quest line, she's up here. Wait, no, she's not. That's a lie. She's right here. There's a church. Yep, should be standing right there. But yeah, that's how you get the frenzy flame ending and seal. So what am I missing now? Nothing. We're gonna just keep going up this way. Like I said in my other streams, though, I do not care for spell spamming. So, as far as intelligence goes, it's going to be largely utility. So just a couple buffs, maybe a cleanse, and really just to boost the weapon damage that we're using. I don't really... It gets very stale very quick just hitting left bumper from, 20 feet from a guy. I know a lot of people find a lot of joy from using like Comet Azure with the Carillion Flask deal, where it gives you 10 seconds of no stat or mana cost. I'd agree that's pretty satisfying. It's not very fun to do that, in my opinion. Let me just pop. I do believe that's all for this little section. You just go up there, you get the staff. Let me just hit that, man. Next, we're gonna pick up our not flamberge, lucerne. Another interesting weapon. I actually really enjoy it. It's I believe it's considered a halberd, but it's one of the weaker halberds. It's not very good. It's just really cool stylistically, I think. That is, if I can find it. It's down on this road somewhere. Is that it? Yep, there it is. Okay. I believe the problem with it is it has pretty poor scaling, and you can still utilize it and make it good as, like, if you're going a caster build and you don't have a lot of points into strength or dex. then it has a use, but honestly, at that point, there's so many better options. It's unfortunate, but it just gets outclassed by damn near everything. So, one thing I really hope that they'll do in this next DLC that they pop out is gonna be add a fucking flail that scales with faith. I mean, we have 2 magic flails, but whenever I think of a flail, I think paladin, not mage mind. It's just kind of silly to me. I don't even think of dex. If you could kill your guys for me, that'd be grand. Thanks, man. Alright, let me back up. I'm gonna die. He did that shit on purpose. I wasn't even over there. Did you see? He straight up just turned on his own dudes. That was uncouth. Okay, so in this graveyard, there's a couple things you can grab. Let me start back at the beginning here. So, Trina's Lily. There's nothing of great significance. Well, after the Radon Festival, I believe Sir Alexander will... He's over here in a fucking hole in the ground again. But this time you have to use oil pots to pop him out. So, that's this little graveyard. Now, there's one other thing that's really important over here, but I'm gonna grab this first, because this guy kills me more often than I'd like to admit. Got a painting. I really gotta, after I get all those paintings, go to the places and grab the items. So this guy's a big asshole that does a lot of damage. Or you can just stagger him to death, like this. Yeah. I just need to put a easy button on my desk for shit like that. That guy always gives me trouble. Okay, more faith. Like I said though, I'm gonna just get the base requirements to use Rancor Call, because that's gonna be one of the spells I use, and then Rykard has a spell. I can't remember what it's called, but you basically launch flaming... It's similar to Rancor Call, except it's fire and explosion. Let me just top off that. There we get our flame cleanse me. Fantastic uses with that spell, man. For such a cheap stamina cost, or mana cost, and low requirements to use. I mean, it cleanses poison, scarlet rot, and something else, I think. It may even cure bleed buildup, like if you haven't bled yet but you have the bar up. I don't remember if it cures madness buildup though. But it's just kind of an all-in-one fantastic spell. Now this church is important for a couple different reasons. Over here, this is your absolution shrine. If you piss off an NPC, you can come over here, request absolution, and the NPC will chill the fuck out and quit trying to kill you. Also, this NPC, big dog here, he will sell you a bunch of different spells and incantations. And he never moves, so all the books that you get, I recommend you bring them here.
Oh, very well. Heresy, all thing.
So, you got the Dragon Cult and the Fire one, or the Godskin one.
You wish to know Lord Radigan? He came to be soon. However, Radigan.
Now, you did see me give Mage Lady at the start of the game a spell book. The reason I gave her that one is because those are cheap spells, and I already have them all, or I could buy them. Carrying Greatsword I will get though, because that one's super nice. But let's see what kind of incantations we got. This is the only one that he sells without any books. It just kind of buffs you. It gives you like HP restoration gradual, and I'm not really sure what else it does. Like, I've never used it. I don't really think it's all that great. Lightning Spear's the Faith Man's bread and butter. This is kind of like Glintstone Pebble. It's just your go-to, fucking throw it out and it deals damage. Honed Bolt. Honestly, I'm not so sure why these two are so different. Like, yeah, they look different, but they achieve the same thing. They're both single target, ranged lightning bolts, basically. Like, I guess the only difference is this one might be better in PvP, because Lightning Spear, you will see it. This one you have to throw from your hand to the enemy. This one you cast and it just comes down from the sky onto them. So, I guess they do have different uses, but Electrifying Armament, it just puts lightning on your sword. And I believe this is the only way to get lightning damage to scale with Faith in this game. Well, I mean, aside from these. We have Black Flame. I wouldn't consider it an upgrade from regular Fireball. It does about the same damage. The only difference is this applies a damage over time effect. Black Flame Blade, it is good. You hit them and it causes a damage over time. The problem is it lasts like 4 seconds. Like, you have to cast it every 4 seconds. You get like a swing off. So I think it's shitty because of that. I don't see any reason to ever use it. I guess there's a couple builds that it might do good with, but I don't want to sit there, hit something, and have to reapply this every time. So, there's some insight on those. Not to go on a rant about why I hate certain spells, but I just really don't understand why that's such a shitty spell. It would be so good if it didn't fall off so quick. Now, as for up here, there's not a whole lot. There might be a couple, like, crafting items. There's just a few wandering enemies. But I don't really think there's anything of major consequence up here. It's a good place to farm Skellimens if you want their weapons. Like, that guy has the Grave Scythe, but there's a way earlier place you can farm that, so I don't know why you'd come here to do it. As far as that, I'm pretty sure that's it for up on top of this little mountain. Like, unless there's something hidden around, there's nothing you need for platinum up here. Let's put it that way. Just get that church, just so you have those spells. Yeah, there's nothing here. How about that? That's one of the things that kind of bugged me about Elden Ring, is because it's like an exploration game. But there's so many places like this where it's really big, but there's just nothing there. Feels like you do a whole bunch of exploration for no real reason. Now, this way... there's some pretty interesting items. Over here, this is where you really run into the real versions of those Viking guys. Down in the Safria River well, you find the spectral versions of them. So if you wanted their weapon and their armor, I think you have to come here to farm them. I don't know if you can get them to drop anything in the spectral form. But as you can see, this area is really just here for like lore. There's no items to really have. I mean, unless you wanted to farm them for their items. Over here we have another mausoleum. I guess I didn't explain how mausoleums work in my other stream, so I guess we'll go ahead and describe them. You see all this crystal shit on their feet. You just have to walk around, break the crystals, eventually they'll fall down. And when they fall down, you can go inside of them and duplicate boss souls. Oh shit, don't kill me. Just so you know, these things are very, very capable of one-shotting you, so be super careful. Is he done? Is he done? He's just coming down. Yep. Oh! Okay. I guess I was too close. Alright. So yeah, he's just down now. Come up here. And... go to this, and you can duplicate souls. What? Did I eat Radagon's, or no, I haven't grafted. What is this for then? Huh. I don't know why I can't duplicate the soul that I have on me. Maybe this is only for certain boss souls. This one. I believe that's a buckler type shield. In fact, I think that one has a nice Ash of War on it. Doesn't it? Is that the one that has the, like, carry-in retaliation or something? No. It just causes bleed and it's a small shield. So that's where you get that. If you want to smack shit with a little shield, there you go. I don't really believe there's much else down this way, but we'll go ahead and wander. Some Antaria leaf, Golden shit, a big rune bear that I don't really want to mess with. And from here on... ow. It's just kind of pretty over here. Oh, there's another mausoleum right there. I forgot that there was two. Well, hell, there's three, because there's one down in the river, or the lake. Guess we'll try to knock this one down as well. I do believe when all those rocks start falling, that just means that he's down. Let me back up so it doesn't launch me off. Let me see if this one will let me duplicate Godfrey's soul. And you don't have to use them right now, you can come back whenever you kill a boss that you actually want. That's so weird. Why can't I duplicate Godfrey's soul? Maybe you have to use it and then it'll let you duplicate it. Now, as far as Godfrey's soul, you get his axe and his dragon hand, or the dragon fist. They both have a really cool Ash of War on them, but as far as useful weapons go, they don't really classify. At least not in my opinion. They kind of scale really bad. The Ash of War for the Dragon Fist is super good, but it takes forever to get off. So, there's just a million better options to choose from. I would save duplicating souls for bosses that you actually like. Especially being, I don't think there's enough mausoleums to duplicate. Now, if you're going for an intelligence build, Renala's soul is absolutely worth duplicating. She gives you her staff, which is, I think, generally the best staff in the game. And she gives you a sorcery that's incredible. See a lot of people using it. Okay. I'm gonna have to fight 10 million of these guys. I guess he just gets hella poise. I'm gonna die. Nothing like an enemy that has really hard hits and he swings way faster than you do. Alright. God damn it. Look at him go, man. You can't even get a swing in sideways. I know you should dodge and all this and that, but I don't want to do any of that. I just want to smack him. Now we gotta fight a big asshole guy. Okay, I was trying to two-hand, not go for another swing. As you can see, the big trees are extremely easy to kill. As long as you don't get hit by them, which they're super telegraphed and pretty easy to dodge, you shouldn't have an issue with them. I mean, they're not very tanky. But primarily, that's where you're going to get all your Wondrous Physic Flask ingredients. So. And I want to say there might be another, like a dungeon or something in here. I think it's actually down over there. So, as far as all we've completed, we've gone all the way up from the start, all the way up here. We have this little area to go through. Here's Jarberg right there. There's a Knight Rider. This is where the Shabriri Grape Lady shows up. We have another river well to go down. There's a couple items behind him. And all we have left is this. Right there is a cave. You can get, I believe there's 2 bosses in that cave. There's a black knife and a Shade. The black knife will give you a talisman that, as you get critical hits, will also give you back mana, similar to the crimson one that he gives you. And then the death root. And I can't remember what exactly. I think the next death root we turn in is going to give us bestial vitality. Do you think I'll die if I drop here? I could just go down the ramp. I don't think I would. I'm going to just do it. My depth perception is shit. So, I guess I could have just fast traveled to that bonfire. Would have been better. Or a grace. Let me turn on my lantern because it's dark as fuck out here. Alright, let me see. Yep. We're going right. Ow. There is a really interesting armor set you can get here in a minute by farming an enemy. It's the same armor set that Lutel the Headless wears. So if you like that summon and want to look just like your favorite guy, up here is where you can farm it. Otherwise you can wait until you get to the deep root depths, but this is the earliest place to farm it. This man right here. I'm actually a pretty big fan of his great shield. I mean, it's nothing special, it just looks really nice. You can see right there, Beast Eye Quivers. Do I have enough to level up? Nope. And, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and equip a Ash of War that will allow me to kill Skelly-mans in one hit. Just so I don't have to deal with this shit. Skelly-mans are hella annoying. If you kill them with holy damage, they won't revive, which is why it's so good. Plus you get a huge damage boost. Now in here... Oh, I don't have a stone sword key, fuck me. I'm gonna have to come back down here, because there's an axe in there that's really nice. And I actually think it takes somber, so that might be my somber weapon. Ah, I missed. Ah, I missed. Yeah, these skelly dudes that have the haze around them, they're being summoned by those torch dudes. So like here, just run past these guys and go kill the torch guy. And they all fall down. Why aren't you coming to life? Now here's where the secret boss is, where you get the crimson talisman, or the amber talisman. Okay. I've never seen that boss use Black Flame Blade on me. As you can see, you can pretty largely just smack the piss out of him. He's super easy to stagger, he doesn't do a ton of damage. There's, of course, a couple moves that you'll want to dodge. I mean, that one does okay damage. He does a lunge and grab, and that one's the scariest one. Not that. I guess I'm gonna kill him before he has a chance to do it. But yeah, he'll jump back and he'll lunge at you and grab you. And that one hurts a lot. I forgot also, he doesn't only drop that talisman. He also drops an item that you need for Fia's questline. Or Mia, or whatever her name is. The Black Knife Blade or something. Now I'm largely just gonna run past all this shit. I mean, if they made the game to where you could get runes, decent runes from killing regular enemies, I would absolutely sit here and try to get them, but there's no reason to sit here and kill everything unless you want to. Now, the Shade is living in death, I think. Because you can hurt the hell out of him with holy damage. I think he's supposed to be some sort of like demon or what have you. Let's summon that to get some aggro. If I could fucking move, that'd be grand. Look at that, almost half his health in one swing. There's the other half of his health. Like I said, those guys are super easy. And now, since we have another 2 death route, we're gonna run... Oh shit, I'm kicking stuff. We're gonna run back to Gronk. And turn him in, see what he'll give us. Did I already go down in the bottom and get Cicada, the dagger? I think it did. Let me make sure. Yep. Oh, well yeah, I have the talisman on. What the fuck? Where is he? Did I do something wrong? What? Did the game glitch? Let me just fast travel back to here and see if he'll show up. I've never seen him not be here. Yeah, there he is. I don't know where he went. I do believe after giving him these 2, he'll get angry. So he'll give you Beast Roar and Bestial Vitality. Beast Roar, fantastic Asha War. In fact, I might use it here. Because this guy's fucking mean. Where is it? Beast Roar. Sure, why not? And I'll go ahead and equip the talisman. Where's the Roar Medallion? And we'll try to kill him from a distance, because this guy will one-shot you. Ow! Fuck! I didn't know that was gonna go through walls. That's not fair. It's not fair, Gronk. Ow, Gronk. Gronk, please. Gronk, please. That's not doing much. It's not doing as much damage as I wanted it to. Okay. Plan B. We're not gonna do any of that shit. We're just gonna try to beat the shit out of him. Shit, my controller. Oh. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Don't come over here, Gronk. Memorize. No, not memorize. Ash. I'll go with that. Hopefully that'll deal some damage. Do I have a holy damage? I think he does more physical than holy. Oh shit, I forgot my runes. Get the runes. Get the runes. Ah, fuck, I'm fat rolling. No. Leave me be. Okay, now I'm medium rolling. I don't need a shield anyway, because this guy does not give a fuck about shields. Ow, my god, that hurts. He's throwing fucking pocket sand in my mouth. Yeah, we may have to come back to this guy. I kind of think it's kind of bullshit that he aggroes and gets all pissy. Maybe I'll just try beating. Oh my god, my health. I'll quit doing Ashes of War and I'll just smack him. Maybe I can get a bleed if I'm lucky. Ow. Grump? You're being a dick. Stop. Yep, just one-shot me. Well, he didn't, but I couldn't heal. How can I best cheese this? I really hope that fucking fire alarm doesn't go off. Okay. Well. Fuck that 20,000 souls, I didn't need them anyway. Yeah, as you can see, this dude's a fucking cunt. Like, it's ridiculous how much damage he does. Let's just get the hell out of here. Let's go over here to the Church of something. I'll go ahead and sit down. I don't want spells, I want ashes. There we go. Go ahead and keep fire for now. I will use a great rune so that I can re-equip my shield. Okay. So, from here, that's pretty disappointing. 20,000? That's not a ton, but that was at least a level. Especially being how much of a pain in the ass it is to get runes. Like, if you're not killing bosses, there's really the only other way to get a substantial amount of runes is by farming. Like going to Mogwin Palace and shit like that. So, the time it takes to get levels while going through the game is kind of ridiculous. So from here, I purposely didn't spend those runes. I was gonna buy some Stone Sword keys. So that's unfortunate. I guess I'll have to sell some of my rune bills. If you run way back here, there's a rune bear, there's this guy. Try not to piss off the rune bear. just kind of back off. The stuff's super slow, but it hurts pretty bad. Alright. There's no real reason to kill that guy, apparently. I thought he dropped something. But coming all the way back here for a single stone sword key, which I guess since we have it, we'll come up here and use it to get the Rose's axe. God damn it, my controller again. I need to get a new wire or something for this controller. I wired it so I didn't have to worry about it like running out of battery on me. Okay. I don't remember if this axe takes somber. If it does, then I guess that'll be our somber weapon. Ow. It has a really cool looking Ashore. Hold on. Really, really cool looking Ashore. Let me go ahead and equip it and I'll show you. Sorry, somebody was texting me. So this thing, you slam it down, and then you get a couple summon dudes to slam it. I guess I can try it out on this guy. It's unupgraded, so won't do great. As you can see, it's not the most accurate shit you've ever seen. Dude's very slightly moving, but yeah. That's what it do. Let me see what he's saying. We may switch games here in a second. Okay. I guess let me run back here. I'll see if I can upgrade it a couple times. If it takes regular shards, then I'm not going to worry about it. But it could be nice to try out.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
Yep, take somber. Sweet. Let's sell some of these. We'll just sell these two. That's as far as we can take it right now. I mean, it's not. We could go up here and talk to EG. Run over here in Kaled, get a 5. And 8 and 9 over there. I don't remember where you get a 6. I think you get a 6 from in here somewhere, maybe. Whatever. We're not going to worry about that right now. Just going to continue on. Here in about 45 minutes, I'll switch. Really hope I can stream that. If not, then I may just call the stream at that point. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm doing a lot of nerd talk about the game right now, but there's a couple new fellas that are watching and they have a lot of questions, and so I figured the least I could do is do one playthrough where I describe where everything is and what it does, and then whenever I get back to the next playthrough, it just kind of be chilling. Now from here, you'll notice there's a bunch of ants. They're not particularly hard to kill, but they can do some damage. and turn on my lantern. But as long as you have some kind of magic, these things seem to be weak to all forms of magic. I've used ice on them, I've used fire. Really, they just kind of get eaten up by whatever you got. See? Not super hard to kill. That's not the part that they do a lot of damage on. They'll do a butt spit, and they'll spray you with acid. That's where the damage comes from. That'll take like 75% of your health off. Yep, there it is. You gotta remember, I got like 40 health right now. Even through the shield, it fucking slaps. I never understood why this side path is here. There's nothing there. Like, there's no, not even a crafting item. So this is main progression, but we're gonna take the side path here. This room is chock full of ants, and it will be somewhat difficult to get through. But if you have magic of some kind... Where's all the ants? Oh, this isn't the room I was thinking it was. It's the next room. This is the side path. Now, if you have a ranged option, I highly recommend using it. Kind of pull these guys down one at a time. Uh-oh. Ow. Ah! Shit, I didn't even see that guy through the smoke. Okay. I do believe that's all of them. This thing won't attack you back. As you can see, it's really easy to kill, and it always gives you a really high tier room. So anytime you're running across them, absolutely kill them. Now, if we took the main path, that's where we'd pop out. We'd go down an elevator, and we'd be down there. But we would miss out on this stuff. There's some upgrade materials up here. So grab that, and then jump. And this. Celestial Dew. That's used for absolution. Now that's the other main path. We're also gonna not go that way, but this way instead. And you'll see why momentarily. So, run over here and grab a couple items real fast. Try not to get knocked off by these guys. And the thing that's spitting rocks out at us is one of the malformed stars. Ow. Is there an item back there? Yeah, it's like that. As you can see, that's not really that big of a threat. You're not going to get hit by all of them. I mean, if you did get hit by every one of those, it'd probably one-shot you, but the nature of that attack just isn't really anything to worry about. Now this part is really nice to have some kind of vertical moveset, so you can hit him. Otherwise, just do jumping attacks on him. He's not that hard to kill. But if you didn't come up here, he would be spraying that shit at you the entire time you're going through down there. Now, from up here, you would think, oh, there's probably some hidden loot. You would be wrong. There's nothing here. You just kill him and that's it. Later on, we'll go through another Ansel River thing, elevator. And it'll spit us out way, way up top, and that's how you get the Wing of Estelle. But, for right now, we can't do that. Inside here, there's a merchant. I don't remember what he sells. We'll find out.
His custom well.
So Gravity Fan sells a couple of recipes, and this is where you can get my armor set. Prisoner gear. Also get a Lost Ash of War, so nothing too crazy. Right over here is a bonfire. We'll grab this and then we'll run back through and grab all the shit from down here. I guess actually we can kill the boss and then we'll run through and grab all this shit. Or not. We'll just grab all the shit and then go kill the boss. So, if you took the main path and not the side path, that's where it'd spit you out. Down here. And you'd run over here the whole time Estelle's up there spitting those rocks at you. Which by itself wouldn't be that bad, except for there's about a grillion claymen down here. So, it's just easier to take the side path. Then you don't have to worry about it. I mean, a lot of this shit's inconsequential, but there are a couple fucking upgrade materials. Couldn't think of it. I know I keep saying like crafting materials are inconsequential. If you're focused on crafting, then yeah, some of these places are really nice, but you can get through the game without ever even knowing that there's a crafting system just fine. And we're back up top. So, from here, we're gonna move on and go kill ourselves a dragonkin again to get a really interesting incantation. Ice Lightning. It works a lot like the freaking rune axe's Ash of War. Basically, you slam lightning down on the ground and it forms an arc of ice in front of you. Immunization, charm. I believe it gives you more tolerance to like rot and shit like that. Pretty situational. These things are called basilisks. That black fog that they're spitting out will cause death blight, which is a death status effect. If it builds up all the way, you just die. I don't think anybody in the history of Dark Souls has ever liked the death statuses. Soap, that basically, it's an item that cleanses status effects. I think it cleanses rot, poison. That might be it. I don't know if it cleanses bleed or madness or anything. Mostly shit that gets on your skin. Naturally, it's a bar of soap. Also, a little tip. If you have a wide swinging weapon, what you can do if you're fighting 2 or more enemies is on the left swing, look at the right guy, and you'll swing past him and hit the left. And then whenever you do the second swing that's back to the right, switch to the left. And you'll swing past him and hit the guy on the right. That'll take a little bit of practice, but that's actually extremely useful. And something you'll see that I use a lot. Not always effectively, but most of the time it's pretty good. So I'm gonna try not to die. I mean, I always try not to die, but you don't get a bonfire near this guy. So if you die, you're making that whole run again. He does work almost identically to the first one. When you get behind his leg and just beat the shit out of him. His second phase is a lot scarier. He will start flying around and wow. Okay. Never mind. You don't have to worry about none of that shit. He just fell over. Yep, that's Ice Lightning Spear. Or Ice Lightning Spear. Over here, you get your first Great Ghost Glovewort. Use that to upgrade an Ash of War all the way to +10. It's kind of silly that you get that this early, being that, like, I've been picking up most of the Glovewort I find, and I only have a 2, 3, and then a 10. So, it's silly a little bit that you get that here. And that's it for down here. Next, I think that completes this whole side. Don't worry about this, we'll come back here later. I guess we could go down to Jarberg and I'll show you what to do about that. I'm not gonna worry about, like, all the quest lines there is to do. I think there's only a couple that are really of significance. And Jarberg, I don't really think you get anything of significance from it. I guess I could have done this while I was over here fighting the Mariner, but whatever, we're doing it now. So you come to this cliff edge and you will find some tombstones somewhere along the edge. Yep, here we go. This is the only way I know of to get down here. I don't think there's a path or anything. Is that gonna kill me? Fuck! Tried to skip some tombstones, and that's my depth perception for you. Damn, that sucks. I lost a freaking thingy too. A rune arc. I really should try harder to avoid pointless deaths. Which you'd think would be common sense, but after 600 hours, I still haven't gotten the message to be careful. And it's funny, every time it happens, I'm just disappointed. Like, if I just was a little bit careful, I would be down there already. But I tried to skip that little hop there and it killed me. What did that save? Like 3 seconds, maybe? Anywho. Now that we're down in Jarberg, there's a couple items. Run around and pick up a couple NPCs. I don't remember if there's anything over this way. Of course, I never want to wait till daytime. Oh, yes, there's a graveyard. I forgot about this. Yes. The old horse trap. I get stuck on everything. Now, if you're wanting some crafting materials, this is the place to go. Granted, you will need to be careful, because some of the jars will get upset at you if you take certain things. I don't think you can just run through here willy-nilly and grab everything. The good news is if you kill the regular jars, I don't think it really affects anything. I mean, the guy with the quest should still talk to you. I guess we can test it. I'm pretty sure if I come in here and take this stuff, they'll get pissed off. Let's see. No? Did I make that up? I must be lying through my teeth. I thought at one point if you took everything, they would lose their shit at you and they would all become aggro. Item up top there. It's okay, we'll just do a little bit of parkour. Also an item up there. That's where, oh, fuck me. I gotta go all the way down the tombstones to get to that. Unless I can jump up from here. I might can make that. There we go. Okay. Just fuck it up right there. This is the NPC you'll talk to. He'll just basically say, hey, your hands aren't soft enough. I like me a man that has soft hands. And he sends you on your way to look for a guy that has soft hands. Turns out it's Hoslow. So, and Hoslow you find over here somewhere. He's bitching and moaning about some chick being dead. Not very sympathetic. So, for platinum, you do need to come this way because there is a legendary spell or incantation over here. Jump up, and it's in there. Fight a big old boy with a flail, and he casts this incantation at you. He does hit pretty hard, as you can see. The flail does do bleed buildup, so be careful of that. If he tries to cast, just run up and get in his face. I mean, the spell he primarily uses is super slow. But overall, he's pretty easy. The incantation's really not that good. It's okay in PvP, I guess. You summon a giant fireball that moves super slow, but it tracks. And whenever an enemy gets near it, it'll start kind of like a countdown before it explodes and leaves fire all over the floor. The thing that makes it not that great is it doesn't do very much damage. I mean, the explosion kinda hurts, and the fire on the floor, if you can keep somebody in it, yeah, of course that'll hurt, but nobody's dumb enough to let that thing explode in their face and stand in the fire. I think the real use of it is you can cast it in PvP and then pressure the shit out of somebody. Just get in their face while they're trying to run away from it. I think there might be a cave over that way. We'll have to go check in a minute. I can't remember. Ow. Funnily enough, these guys are pretty immune to fire, but... or they have fire resistance, but doesn't seem like by a whole bunch. You hit them with fire and they'll do that shimmy. See? You'll sit there and shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Gotta love that shimmy. Ow. Now these guys do drop a mace that's like a direct upgrade to the regular mace. So if you wanted to have a mace that doesn't cause bleed buildup, then there's that. Aside from that, that's our first well, I guess our second pyromancy book. You have the black pyromancies, and now you have an actual pyromancy book. We're just gonna run back here real quick and make sure I'm not missing a cave. I can't remember if there is one or not. I don't think there is, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna just chalk it up to there's not one. If there is one, you don't need it for platinum. I'll let you know that right now. But over here, there is a cave that has a quest line attached to it. You can come here after you get the item for the quest. There is a bonfire right next to the NPC though, so I'm gonna just go through it, get the bonfire. I'll go get the item and then just fast travel to the bonfire. But there's a talisman in here. There might be two. Not entirely certain. I know this is where you get the spear talisman. So if you're using spears or thrusting swords, this is your place. Although they did nerf it recently. So it's still good, but it's just not as strong as it once was. Makes it to where counterattack damage is better for spears and thrusting swords. Counterattacks basically when an enemy is about to attack you and you hit them, that counts as a counterattack. Like this, you know, he was winding up a swing. Okay, can you fuck off? Jesus Christ. Nothing like being staggered. There you go, spear talisman. Couple crafting materials. Nothing too crazy. Now, the first time I came to this cave, I thought that was it. It was just the end of the cave, it's another dead end. Turns out, every single one of these caves, it has a boss somewhere in it. This one, you just have to jump down into what looks like death. Okay. These snail enemies, they're not difficult, but their spells can hurt. I think it causes... no. Never mind. Yeah, it just kind of hurts if they hit you, so just don't get hit. I'm being tricked. I'm being tricked by regular signs. I didn't even read them. I know what they're about to say, though. Anytime there's a sign in front of a wall, you know what that shit's about to say. Alright, so where's the drop here? Over here and kill this guy so he doesn't spit spells at me. Alright. Now we are free to look around. If you remember the Bloodhound Fang guy, Darrowol, whatever, this is exactly the same fight. So, same moveset and everything. Let me just die to this fucking dude. Doesn't... He really isn't hitting that hard, I'm just ass. As you can see though, you can guard counter him into the dirt. And that one makes it to where you have more mana. Not super great, not all that needed. Here's our NPC that has a quest line. We'll come back for her. I just wanted to grab this bonfire. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if there's anything over here. No. So yeah, it's just her. Don't kill her. You'll regret doing that. There's a thing later on where you can summon her, because she turns into a spirit ash. And if you summon her, you'll get something. I did the quest correctly, but when I got to the point to summon her, the game just wouldn't let me do it. I could summon Mimic to her. And this isn't mana issue, by the way, because I was using a faith build that had like 30 mana, or 30 points in the mind. It just wouldn't let me summon her, so hopefully this time it will, and we'll figure out together what we get. And I wasn't finna do a whole other playthrough just to figure out what the fuck she gives you. Now, I wouldn't call this a 100% playthrough, because I'm definitely not going for 100%. You can call it like a fucking 80% playthrough. I'll take you to the shit that matters, and then a little bit of extra stuff that doesn't really matter. I'll try to get all the talismans and all that shit. But aside from that, I'm not super worried. Try to grab all the weapons. Shit like that, because there's a whole bunch of areas that just give you really garbage stuff. This guy's a massive pain in the ass. As you can see, he likes to jump back and he'll just spam you with that. If you don't have all the vigor I have, he's not fun to fight. This guy, he's sitting in a pot. He'll give you the other, I think it's the rolled medallion.
No secrets lie with me, not a one.
Oh, please leave me be.
I don't know if you can kill him and still do his quest line,
I live in
so I'm gonna just sit here and talk to him.
You must keep.
He'll die anyway.
Then please give. At your medallion, it's only a cut for dear. My alas.
There he goes. And he's dead. He just kind of slowly falls.
My alas.
What? There he goes. Now he's gonna die. He pulled the old fucking, like, that Rick and Morty meme. Don't walk away yet. I'm not quite dead. I'm dying, but don't leave. Over here we have a world boss. He's pretty easy, but I do recommend dropping off first and taking out these dogs. Oh shit. Okay, good. The only reason I say kill the dogs first is they'll stagger you, and if you get staggered, it just lets this dude bait on you, and he will kill you pretty easy. By himself, though, he's not hard to dodge. He's pretty telegraphed. You can stagger him. I got a bleed on that visceral. How about that? Oh, he didn't die. Ow. I was so sure that that just outright killed him. Real quick, because I forgot all about it. After you kill Godric the Grafted, you can go talk to Nefeli. Oh shit, I forgot about this too. After you go through the... I think it's that little place we were just at. This guy will get all aggro and get your shit. And he has an armor set that a lot of people really like as well. I think it looks like crap, just personally, but if you want it, that's how you get it. Now, fuck. Did I ruin something? No, I think I have to talk to this guy over here.
Oh,
Talk to him.
Very well. It is said. Allow you, a house can remember your.
Alright, remember your place, newcomer. Just sit. He'll move after you kill Godric, of course. He'll move into there, and Nefeli will show up here if you brought her along with the fight with Godric.
You defeated, make good use. I don't intend.
And she'll give you the
Oh, I
arsenal
wonder
charm.
if you haven't already. Father is, I'm sure, tall. He said, I'll see you again.
Okay, now the arsenal charm just it gives you increased weight, equip load. Not much, but a little bit. Now, if you come over here under the bridge, she finds out that her father was killing the Albanorex.
I witnessed the oppression of waking night. Put this under the justice to let the scars. Put under the justice to let the
Okay.
scars.
Now, if you did her thing before you went up there and killed the boss, I do believe you can have her help you kill him. You don't have to do it, but if you needed the extra hand or wanted to have the help for lore reasons, there you go. But she's all upset that somebody would kill all the Albanorex, which are what these guys are, even though I'm running through and killing them. She finds out her father's the one that's doing it, and she gets all pissed off. There's a crystal sword. I don't really think there's anything over here. Anything else, at least. Just more crafting. Okay. Now, with all of that being done, we can fast travel back to This lady, she's also an Abenoric. I don't know why she doesn't look like a hunched over piece of shit like the other ones do.
So I told you that I possess or help you cause my other. So
So you show her the medallion, she's like, okay, well, I'll come along with you.
would you consider Miss go back? There is something. Will you show me if you accept of the word? Thank you. They say in castle. No, farewell. I will go with. Forgive me.
Tells her wolf bye. Also, if you summon her around wolves, she'll jump on a wolf's back and ride it. Which that's kind of cool. As far as effectiveness as a summon, not super effective. Alright. So, now that we have that out of the way, we're ready to move to the next tree, get our Carillion tier, which I don't remember if it's the one that gives you unlimited mana or what this one does. You also get a freaking explosion tier. You can drink it and meme on people. Drink it and then you have like 4 seconds to run at somebody like a goddamn terrorist and then you'll blow up. Yeah. Up here we can get ourselves another memory stone so we can have more casting slots. I guess after I kill this tree lady I can level up again. Now you're supposed to go through the academy, get a certain helmet, and then you do a gesture, and the ladder drops down. Obviously you don't need to do any of that. That's what you're supposed to do. But yeah, you can just climb up the wall. I didn't even know that's what you were supposed to do until, God, like my 4th or 5th playthrough. Oh. Okay. I'm fucking holding run and he's just not doing it. Don't you love it? I guess I was out of stamina or something. I do. Okay, something's going on. I'm pushing that button and it ain't. There it goes. I tapped that damn button 3 times and it didn't dodge or nothing. Okay, that was too early. It's got me nervous now. Now, with that big thing defeated, yeah, we get the Carillion crystal tier. And now we move. We're gonna go get the 3rd fingerprint, or the 3rd Shabriri grape. Which actually, no, we're not, because I forgot to talk to the guy again. I'm gonna have to run back, talk to him, and then come back over here. Luckily, there's a bonfire over here, so. But first, we got ourselves another cave. Anytime you see this thing, you can jump up there and push the button, and it'll kind of guide you to a cave. It's not super necessary, because most of the time, when you see those things, you'll see a path. So just follow the path and you'll get to a cave. here we are. That Ash of War we just got, Sword Dance, one of the better ashes in the game. It's just, you kind of do a twirl, and it hits like a truck. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink because I'm thirsty. What time is it? Oops. 2:30. I got like an hour left before I'm gonna have to hop off. Let me go ahead and level up. I'm gonna be kind of pissed off if I die down here. Alright, this one is an odd case because the lever's right here. You actually get some really cool shit from down here. That message popped up and it wouldn't let me do the follow-up. I was trying to sit here and figure out, like, is my controller broken? No, that stupid lever message popped up. So, you come all the way down. All the way. I guess I should probably go upgrade my weapon. I haven't done that in a while. I know I have material to. Mysterious wall, or illusory wall. Those ashes, not great. The only thing that makes them halfway decent is there's a bunch of summons. I mean, I guess it's better than what I've been using. So, instead of the demi-humans, it'll be a group of knights. So, not horrible, but not really all that great either. So, once again, I thought it was another dead end, but come to find out, this is full of illusory walls. As you can see, whenever I did that backswing, I switched to the right target and it hit both of them. The Watchdog Staff, one of my favorite weapons in this whole game. It's so interesting. Let me see if I can find it. Wow, I can two-hand it. So it's a colossal hammer. So it has the colossal moveset, nothing too crazy. Kind of a big bonk stick, but Ash of War, summon all those things. I don't know why I like it so much, I just really enjoy it. So, if you want a big bonk stick with some magic, or range capabilities, there you go. Once again, find this, you're like, oh, it's a dead end. Nope. You come down here and you're like, oh, now it's a dead end. Nope. Fucking every cave has a boss, just remember that. If you find a dead end, it's probably because there's illusory walls. Now, for this cave, this one has an interesting mechanic. If this guy is summoned in, I do recommend using summons to get his attention, but the real boss is right over here. It's this damn snail. You'll be able to tell where it goes because you'll see the light around it. It's kind of annoying with that guy beating me in the back, but it's no real problem. Yeah, as you can imagine, first time I found this place, I sat there and killed that dude just for... I don't remember if it summoned him again or summoned another one. I was like, how long does this boss fight last? How many men do I have to murder? Not very many. Turns out you don't even have to murder a single man, just a snail. So, with all of that done, keep on running this way and we're gonna find a shack. Ooh, okay, I don't have to go talk to him. I guess I did already. This guy's gonna invade you. This is the guy that you helped at Morn Castle. You gave him the letter that his daughter gave you. He goes insane after he finds out that his daughter died. And here we are. I don't know why he attacks you. But yeah, he's not very difficult. He'll give you a Shabiri grape and his halberd that's at +8. And you find the shack that's full of meat. So I guess he succeeded in his quest for vengeance. Although it wasn't those things that killed his daughter. It was the freaking monkey guys. Or like, I guess they're demi-humans. So I don't know why he took out his frustrations on them. Where am I going? Let me get back up here on the path. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so we're almost done with the left side of this place now. And here we get a really nice spell. It's like Great Blade Phalanx or something. This guy's not super difficult, but the Great Blade Phalanx that he uses is hella annoying. I'll tell you that much. I'm not entirely sure if this guy can stagger either. Oh, how about that? He absolutely can. He didn't even summon it. He will summon that, and it doesn't matter where you at, they'll fucking track you and hit you. And if they hit, it's a guaranteed knockdown, I'm pretty sure, no matter what armor you're wearing. Don't quote me on that, because I could be lying straight to your face. It seems like no matter what armor I've ever worn, those things have knocked me down. I'm going the wrong way. Next up, we have an encampment that we ran through already, but we didn't grab everything. Well, actually, we do have this. There's like a rune item, maybe a crafting item. You can hear that singing. That's just a big bat. Big boss man bat. So you just kill him, get his rune, run away. You don't have to do any of that. You just know he's there because he's singing. I guess there's lore reasons for that. Now, this encampment that we're running up on, it has some upgrade materials. I don't remember what else it has. I think it has a rune arc, which we might have already grabbed on our way through. But it's also right next to the 3 belfries, so we're gonna head up there right after this. So I kind of get some of their attentions and drag them out here to murder them. This place is somewhat annoying, because there's some of those spellcasting nobles at the top of the hill, but it's really not a huge problem. Like I said, just kind of run through. I mean, even though they're hitting you, it's not doing a ton of damage. It's really just annoying because it staggers you. I would suggest kind of sticking to the left over here until you get up top. You don't want to aggro that pumpkin head to come over here and fuck you up while you're trying to kill all this stuff. But yeah, I run around this way to kill this guy. And try to get this guy's attention. If I can get this dude killed before the other guys show up, then we're in good shape. Alright. Now we get 2 chests. Smithing 4. And a something else. Albinaric blood clot. Nah, if you want, you can go down there and kill that guy. I'm not going to. If it's the staff guy, really, he just has a chance to drop his helmet and the sanctuary stone. The only pumpkin heads that are super worth killing, aside from the bosses, are the ones that are wielding the chain link flail. Well, you know what? I'll take that back. I am not entirely sure if that dude drops his staff. If he drops his staff, I've never gotten it. Now, if you come all the way up here to the top of the 4 belfries, there's a chest and a bonfire. And this is where you get your first imbued sword key. Now, you have a choice to make here. I'm going to choose the one that I suggest you choose first. You can get a unique straight sword that dual wields. Is this the one? Yes. So, Principle of Anticipation. This is what you want. This will take you back to the very beginning of the game, where you had to fight that Scion. If you kill him, you get the straight sword that he uses. You get his great shield. You'll get 2 summons, one of which you need for Nefeli's story. So, this is the one I recommend. There's one that'll take you to the underground area, which all it has is a, what's it called? A talisman. Let me just fight the guy instead of trying to talk. I'm gonna be quiet for just a second. You can see, even leveled up, this guy's kind of a pain in the ass. I mean, these things are just always annoying. Now, if you kill him at the very beginning of the game, you still get this. The Ornamental Straight Sword and the Golden Beast Crest Shield. Both of these are pretty fucking cool. The shield is one of the lighter great shields. So, you know, it has that going for it. The swords... Ornamental Straight Sword. You'll see I have one on my hip. If I two-hand it, now I get 2, and I get the straight sword dual move set. The heavy, you only use 1, but if you use the Ash of War, it imbues both with holy damage, and you get a unique heavy attack. So yeah. Kill that dude at the beginning of the game, you get some cool shit. But we do have access to some stuff we didn't have access to at the very beginning of the game. So running up here, you do need to come back to this lady for part of what's his name's quest line. This door is locked, by the way, at the beginning of the game, so you can't just come up here and get these. Stormhawk King and regular Stormhawk. Alright, that's it. So, where were we? 4 belfries. Let's finish up Liurnia. We'll worry about Nefeli's quest momentarily. Did I ever go get the tree spear? I think I did. Yeah, there it is. Now we get to deal with this, and if I had Wave of, or Rune Arc, or whatever it's called, Flintstone Arc, that would help me clear this place out really nicely. Okay, I'll miss everybody. Alrighty. Okay, that's good enough. Right, I'll kill this guy because he's casting and shit. Is that a deer? What are you doing here? Okay. And just like at the beginning of the game, kill these guys, get the great axe. Or, not the great axe, get a weapon. I was actually not trying to do that. I was trying to get a couple hits. That's fine. And you don't have to kill both. You kill the one. You don't even have to kill one, really. I think if you smack them, they'll just kind of kneel down and you can get the shit. Carry a knight's sword. It's just a straight sword that scales with magic in it. So that's neat. I'm gonna just knock this guy off his horse so he can't chase me down. Alright. Now, I think I already got that bonfire. Yeah, because there's the map fragment. Now we get this goofy ass city. This place is kind of annoying. These guys, they'll hit you and then they'll teleport. Some lore dudes. Try to kill them before they teleport, or else you're just gonna be sitting there all day chasing them down. Should be one or two more. Oh, nope, there's three more. Yep, see, they'll move. You kind of follow their pixie dust, and it'll show you where they go. Now, I want to say somewhere in here, there's like an illusory floor or something. I could be wrong. This place could just be a passageway to get to, you know, the Carrion Manor. And I know there's lore implications for that, but as far as this place goes, I don't think there's really much to be had. EG here, though. He's got some useful shit.
Well, I presume. Oh, I am an old
Talk to
soul
him.
here, perhaps you.
Say please take
Oh,
care.
when I'm if you come to, I am. You don't know how.
Talk.
Raise territory. When Maria after Levkarians, I conjure that is why, unless you wish.
And blood
I
sent
want
me.
to perhaps see at any rate.
So if you didn't do Blide's thing, and you can't say Blide sent me, you won't get this. The just lowers FP consumed by skills. Now, that's not super important, but, you know, it's kind of nice to have. Also, he acts as a freaking blacksmith, so you can upgrade your shit here. Where's my rune axe, or Rose's axe? Alright, now I should be hitting way harder. 394. That's the path to the Carrion Manor. We're not going to worry about that yet. We'll worry about that after we get through the academy. So, there is still a couple things we can do on this side, though. So run back through here. Let me check up here and see if there's a... no. Like I said, I thought there was an illusory floor. There may be. I just don't know where it is. I do know, however, that you do not need it for platinum. Whatever it may hide. I'll let y'all search around in there if you want. Now up here somewhere we'll get a... I think it's an intelligence thing for the Wondrous Flask. I'm having to search around a bit for it though, because I cannot remember where the shit is. I think that's it right there. Yep. There we go. Now, we will run all the way down the canyon to the next bonfire. We won't go up the lift to the Altus Plateau, but there is some shit we want to grab, like the golden seed and a couple upgrade materials, I believe. Now, if you didn't get the Dectus Lift Medallion, both halves, this is the way you would have to go to get to the Altus Plateau. But we're gonna go up there anyway. Patches has a quest line where you can get the thickest boy armor set, but you have to have this cave done. So here's our golden seed. There might be an upgrade material, I can remember, over this way. There's something over this way. Maybe it's an Ash of War. I see myself a little scarab boy. Barbaric Roar, there we go. Grab this. That way we don't have to run all the way down here next time. There's a +5. Okay. So at this point, we have completed all this except for this, which we have to come back to. And we've completed all this except for this, which we have to come back to. Granted, all of this up here, it's weird because you see that I have a bonfire here. But remember, this is the village of the Albinorks. It's under like a cave. All this shit on top, you don't unlock until you start going through the Caria Manor and do Ronnie's questline. So next, we're gonna start going through the shithole swamp where there's all kind of shit. Actually, you know what? We didn't complete everything. There's a bonfire down here. And right here, there's another bonfire. There's the lady that you have to talk to for the grapes. And there's a Knight Rider that has an Ash of War that I want. So we're gonna go grab that stuff real quick. Let me make sure I'm going the right way, yeah. The reason I do this shit the way that I do it is just so I can keep it straight in my head. You can do any of this in whatever order you want. Well, that's not bad. All of this, all we forgot to do was 2 bonfires and a Ash of War. Well, and an NPC. I'm even thinking about, before I start all this, I might go up here and do all of this. Because there's a lot of cool shit. Well, actually, you know what? Never mind. Because for a section up here, you have to have a emote and a helmet that you get from in here. So, we'll just go ahead and wait. Right here is Grape Lady.
Hello, would you donate them on a pilgrim when I eat? Oh, now I can feel.
She's gonna ask what they are. You tell her they're eyeballs.
Sorry, don't mind me.
Walk away from her. She'll puke.
I'll be fine.
Talk to her, and then go rest at the bonfire and come back to her, and she'll be reinvigorated. She'll be all excited about it. She's like, fuck yeah, I love eating eyeballs. They're so dope. I can see shit.
I've gleaned the reason the distant light so fainting, but with every finally, I'm certain now.
Yeah, well, eating eyeballs doesn't work that way. You know, I'm gonna eat a whole bunch of eyeballs so I have better sight. I would love that. I only got 1 eyeball. So if anybody has an eyeball that they don't mind donating, I will gladly eat it, and we'll prove this theory, if it works or not. This Ash of War is super good, and that's the one I'm going to switch to, I think. Ice Spear. Now, Frostbite buildup alongside Bleed buildup is pretty damn good. They kind of have similar effects to each other. They just cause a big, just huge amount of damage suddenly after you build it up. I can't use it on the gray sword. That's upsetting. Okay, well, scrap that. I was really hoping that was gonna work out. Oh well. Well, now we're gonna come over here real quick and just grab that bonfire too. I don't think there's a Night Rider that we have to worry about. And I really don't think there's anything over here like caves or nothing. There's just... It's just a long run of open nothingness. Watch, I'm gonna find a cave I've never found before. Or ashes that I've never found before. How does that ash even work? No wonder I never knew about it. Anybody that's ever found it's probably like, ah, okay, well that's useless. I'm not using that. Land squirt ashes. Neato. Okay. I don't think there's anything over here. But I've been wrong before, so I'll kind of come a little ways up and see. Yeah, just a couple wolves, so. Okay. Let me go ahead and take that mark off. As far as shit to do in the swamp, this area, don't worry about this shit. That stuff is not worth anything. What you could do, just come to these islands, put some marks, and just kind of hit them as you pass them. I'll start down. So the ruins that we're fast traveling to, there's nothing great to be had. There's a teleporter that'll take you up to the Academy gate. And there's also a 10-armed asshole that'll spawn and pukes and never stops smacking. The most not worth it shit. So just don't do that part. So these little islands, a lot of them will have little somethings on them. Like this little glass shard. It's just an ambush. This one, nothing. This one, though, does have something. This is your second meeting with Patches. And he's going to give you some information about the Academy. And I don't remember if he sells anything new or not. And check his wares.
Oh, it's me. I'm still in bit now on my Patches import.
Alright, let's see. Now he sells another set of these, another set of arrows and great arrows. And yeah, sells the S-stock now. Which is interesting. Where did he get the S-stock? Did he kill the other merchant and steal that from him? Oh, my controller fucked up. I'm not trying to sit in the menu. I think he killed the other guy. But you can talk to him. And he'll tell you that in the basement of the Academy there's a Iron Maiden that will, if you let it eat you, it'll freaking teleport you to the Volcano Manor. Of course, it being Patches, it doesn't take you where you want to go. I mean, technically it does take you to the Volcano Manor. That's the one I'm after. It takes you to a separate portion of the Volcano Manor where you're locked in and you can't leave until you get rest at a bonfire.
Hello? Please.
Now this lady,
It's rather my mistress, but I was a... Could I ask that thug only if you'd... Oh, what a blessed thug, please.
okay, she wants her necklace back, and she, if you get it to her, whenever you finally get up the lift to the Altus Plateau, she will take you to the actual Volcano Manor. So if you're trying to get there, don't trust patches, trust her. Here we have another death bird. This one's easy. The other death bird in this area is much more difficult. I mean, he hits hard, but you'll see what I mean. The other death birds are fucking mean. I guess I'll just smack him since I got him sitting there. Alright. Now he gives you the opposite of the one the first one gave you. The blue tier stone, this one gives you the red feathered. That makes it to where you deal more damage the lower health you have. In Dark Souls, that was the blue and red tier stone rings. The only people that actually use those are tryhards that are trying to like maximize the amount of damage that they can pull off. Regular people don't worry about that shit. Like, unless you want to play the game with like 10% health, don't worry about that. Now over here, Boil Prawn Shack. This guy's a thug, and he's the one that took her necklace.
What are you trying to start?
Give me the necklace. He's like, nah, but I'll sell it to you. Buy it. Leave. And we're gonna run back to the lady. So, give her the necklace and she'll give you a Volcano Manor invitation. Alright. And that's all you do with her. But now you can go back to Boil Prawn Shack, which I'll just teleport to it. And this guy will sell you prawn, which gives you some kind of buff.
Alright then. I could be.
Yep, he'll give you prawn, and that's it.
Oh, alright, well, but it ain't my fault. Anyway.
Okay. If you kill him, you'll get a fist weapon. It's just an iron ball. I think it's fun to use, but it's not like the greatest shit. I've already been to that island. I don't know, we'll stop by there. Now we do need to go here and here. Let's see if this is the island that I was already at. Yeah, it is. You can farm the rippled halberd off of these guys. That guy's got the axe. But there's a weapon called the rippled halberd that these guys wear or use as an S scaling and arcane, and it's the strongest sleep weapon you can get. You apply sleep to it, and basically you can knock everything out in one hit. So that's pretty goddamn useful. Up here, there's just a bonfire. Next up, we have the Rose Church, which is where we meet Vare for the second time. And if you do Vare's questline, you get access to one of the best farming spots in the entirety of the game, along with an early Somber Smithing Stone 10. So if that's something that you're interested in doing right now, he's not here for me. Okay, well, let me go back to first steps and see if Vare is still here. Talk to him, sit at the floor, and see if he'll leave.
You might comprehend now for an audience.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He wants you to go talk to the Two Fingers after you kill Godfrey, I think. These are the Two Fingers. If you thought by chance maybe Two Fingers was just a nickname for somebody, you would be dead wrong. Come on, let's get through this. Okay, so here's where you get boss weapons. You can see Godfrey's axe, or Axe of Godric. I keep calling him Godfrey, don't I? It's Godric. And then the Grafted Dragon. That's where you get that. You can also later on buy boss armors from her. But he's wanting me to talk to the Two Fingers. Then you go back to the first steps. And now he's gone. You get a message with Brava. Well, he moves his happy ass over here to the Rose Church. And this quest line is, I don't know, it gets tedious after a couple playthroughs. Yeah, especially if you're not interested in PvPing. I mean, this eventually will be a PvP build, but
You've had what?
didn't seem right. Make sure you say that.
Words are truly, I believe even that's the part. Oh.
He wants you to use
I
3 of those, I believe. Which I guess we can do. We'll go ahead and just for shits and giggles, we'll use them. I accidentally hit nearby on the use, cancel. Use both the near and far. That's the quickest way to actually get invaded. Oh wow, see? Worked immediately. Now I'm probably going to get my ass kicked because what? What the fuck did you say to me? I'm beyond the boundaries of some bullshit. I gotta sit here and wait. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, I just kind of put that shit down and move on. Now that puddle of blood he put will consistently cause you to bleed and fat roll. I don't know why that's not a spell in the game. That seems incredibly useful. Now coming down here, kill that thing and you get yourself... Oh, it's not the one I thought it was. It's somewhere over here. There's a scarab over here where you get Bloodflame Blade from. I don't think that one's it. Ah, damn son. We'll kill it just to be certain. that one's for Carillion Tears. I didn't already scare it off, did I? It's like right around here. I hear a twinkling. Maybe that one's it. But yeah, just sitting here waiting to invade gets pretty tedious. Even if you do invade, I mean, you don't have to win the invasion, but trying to invade during the story will put you in typically a 1v2 or a 1v3. Because, like, for instance, I don't have friends on playing with me, so nobody can invade me. But if I summon somebody, all of a sudden I can get invaded. So if you're a big fan of being outnumbered and having an unfair fight, then you'd probably enjoy that. If you're a fan of cock and ball torture, you probably enjoy it. If you like just getting outright stomped into the goddamn dirt because you're not very good at PvP, you'd probably enjoy it. Every once in a while you come across some people that suck ass, and that's kind of fun to absolutely stomp their shit in, but aside from that, this part of PvP kind of bugs the hell out of me. Yeah. Now this guy's been to endgame, you can tell by his armor. Also, I'm lagging. That's the Scaled Knight armor. Wow, that has some fucking incredible range. Oh, and I'm fat rolling. Hold on, let me take off this. Okay, now I gotta fight the actual host, which is unfortunate. He's got the... What is this lag? This is insane. That's one of the reasons why I can't stand Elden Ring PvP, is just look at this. This is not fair. Yep, and I'm dead. So, like I said, if this is your thing, you want to fight one dude after another, most of the time, they're not that nice, and they'll both fucking get after you, and it's just insanely annoying. But even this time, where they were cool and just wanted to duel, they're lagging so fucking bad that, like, what chance I really have? So, but you don't have to win, you just have to do it. I'm invading another world. I imagine it's probably the same dudes. Maybe I'll invade before he has a chance to summon his guy again. But yeah, you'll run into a whole bunch of dudes that are running stupid bleed builds, because that's always what they're running. Are these guys gonna gank me? She looks like she's using the Swords of St. Trina. And I'm asleep. Yep, that's about how that goes. Like, it doesn't even put you with people your level, which is strange. I mean, if they are my level, they've gone through the entire game at my level. Not to bitch and moan, but I really think they dropped the ball on PvP in Elden Ring. Like, Dark Souls, you could just invade a guy, and that was fun. It was like a fair fight. Not necessarily fair, because he had enemies and shit that were chasing him around, but Way more fair than this. Now, if you want a fair fight, you have to run those guys to enemies to get them to fight each other. Alright, I'm invading again. I guess we'll just kind of sit here and wait. Yeah, I'm much more of a duelist, or at least arena. I think the arena was a nice addition. Okay, well, this guy's got a summoned fella. I'm gonna just spam. So this is a tactic that they like to use a lot. They'll freaking have one dude in the back spamming it. Oh, there's 3 of them. How about that? All with in-game shit. They can't take a guy that's level 45. That's pretty typical, though, to be fair. Like, this is what you can expect in this game. Like, just the insane amounts of lag, all the bleed. That guy didn't hit me with that, but somehow it still counted. I can't heal because one of the dudes' Ash of War prevents it. And I don't get a chance to swing, like, at all, ever. And see, he'll be an asshole about it and point down at me. Like I said, if you enjoy cock and ball torture, and you want to hate your life, then yeah. Elden Ring PvP is for you. Personally, do the quest, wait till in-game, and then do duels. Or the arena. Yeah, you saw there, I got that dude low twice. But he was able to just run back up to his partners while they spammed at me and fucking heal. And then, got him down again, he did the same thing, and then all 3 of them showed up. And he's gonna give me that. He wants me to go find a maiden to dip in blood. Let me see. We're gonna wait until we just get up here. There's a church up here, right here, that has a maiden. I mean, I guess I could... Let me just go to the 3 belfries or the 4 belfries. In fast travel here, go to that one that we opened, and where you originally got the first pickup items. You can go to that dead body that's supposed to be your maiden, who tragically died before the game starts. And you can just soak that cloth in her blood. Okay. There we go. Alternatively, you can kill Shabriri Grape Lady and get her blood if you wanted. It's not worth it. There's 2 other sources where you don't have to kill an NPC. One of which is that church that I showed you, and the other is right there. I thought I'd come back here and check. I thought after you killed that boss, maybe you had a bonfire, but obviously not. But now we can go to Vare. He'll make us into that covenant, like the Brotherhood of Blood or some shit. And he'll give us a finger that we can use indefinitely to invade. Which, God, why would you wanna? I mean, I know a lot of people get their kicks out of that. They're a lot better at PvP than I am, and they're a lot more patient with the lag than I am.
You've come, and with this, a knight. Now, this no.
So, he'll sit there and poke you a little fangy. Which, you'd think, this guy, he gets hit by giants,
Clench your teeth.
gets stabbed with swords and daggers and spells, but God forbid you poke his fangy. You like ripped your fingernail off and your guy's freaking out like it hurts real bad. Now, the Pure Blood Knight medal. Medal. That's the item that allows you to teleport to freaking, what's it called? Mogwin Palace. So if you want to go there and farm to your heart's content and get a whole bunch of levels, that's how you do it. I don't really think it's necessary, but you have that option. Over here we have a teleporting scarab with a useless item, but we'll grab it just for the sake of grabbing it. Apparently he heard me cast. Where'd he go? I wonder if I can just hit him with the pebble. He hears it coming. Scarab has ears for days. Oh, fuck this, dude. It's not even worth killing him. He gives you like another somber 1 or something. There. Okay, it's a somber 2. Which we've used 1 and we still have 7. So, if you want it really bad, that's how you get that. Over here, we have ourselves another tower. And, well, most of these that has the turtle puzzles will give you a spell slot. I don't think there's any caves over here. I know whenever I first started playing the game, I scoured these areas. I'm pretty sure over here is where I got that intelligent knot tier, so. But hey, you know, I could always miss shit. I only got one good eye, and it's not that great. So if you want to double check, feel free. Lied, actually, we got that intelligence knot tier from way over there. These air balloons, they have the dolls on them. It's really not a purpose to go attack those unless you just want to kill the dolls. They have a pretty decent spear that causes bleed buildup. Aside from that, their armor set looks like shit. It doesn't really have any good physical attributes. So. But if you want it, you want it. There you go. That's how you get it. I do recommend equipping a bow for this part, though. That's the only bow I have. Now, right there, you can see... Okay, well, I guess I gotta use those arrows. Oh, those are sleep arrows. Oh shit, those aren't gonna kill him, apparently. Just equip regular arrows. There's another turtle down here somewhere. Just run around, look over the edge, and you'll see it. Yep, there he is. And the last turtle. He is over here. I think that's him right there. This one did take me a long while to find him my first time. The one up in the tree in particular took me forever to figure out because I'm over here looking on the ground. I just assumed that there was another invisible one, like at the first rise. Nope, he's just up in a damn tree. Which is not a very likely place to find a turtle, if you ask me. Like, if somebody was like, hey, I lost my turtle, can you find him? Probably wouldn't look up in a tree for him. I think you can survive this. Yeah. Okay. Now, there's a couple little islands you can check out. We've checked out these ones. We've checked out all these islands. There's a bonfire, like over here somewhere we can go look at. I guess we'll just go over here. And there's a cave entrance underneath the academy that will take you to the top of the academy to get basically a spell that boosts spells. I think it's called Terra Magica. Well, and you can also get, there's like you get Crystal Burst or something over there, or something similar to it. And I want to say it's like the Rotten Staff, or just the Crystal Staff. Oh hey, this is where the bonfire is at, so... Yep, if you needed another bonfire, that's where it's at. So this side of the lake is done. Well, no, because there's this over here somewhere. We'll go through that cave real quick, and then we'll probably call this one done. I gotta start making time to go do our plans that we had planned for tonight for my wife's birthday. Do I have a stone sword key by chance? Nope. Okay, well, we're gonna have to go buy one. You probably ought to just be buying them as you find them. Find merchants that sell them. Which I'll probably start doing.
But unusually this...
Okay.
Never safe.
Okay. All this talking is drying my throat out. I dropped my lid. Okay. Now for real this time. Yeah, you just run over here and you're looking for a foggy wall. Or like a foggy doorway. I believe from here it's over this way to the left. Yep, here we go. It's another one of those caves that's a huge pain without a lantern. It's not very bright. This one can be a pain in the ass though. It's got a bunch of sorcerers that all cast spells. And that's always annoying to deal with. Especially whenever those spells can stagger you. I'll just light my sword on fire so I deal more damage to him. Hopefully I can one-shot him. There's a whole bunch of cave moss and whatnot if you're needing that for crafting. But yeah, there's a big old circle jerk of them over here. And yeah, they'll just spam that, and if you don't have a bunch of armor, it'll stagger you, which is frustrating. I need to re-imbue my sword. How about that? I get a summon sword key just for being here. This is not an illusory wall, but there is one down here. And we're actually coming on up on it pretty quickly. That's also not it. Okay, hold on. Go through this door. And then come right here. This is the illusory wall. There's your crystal staff. Uh-oh. I don't know what that was about. The game just kind of froze. Rune arc. Didn't I kill that guy? What the hell? Oh, no, that's the... Okay. Yeah, no, that's... These guys are difficult. They have a lot of poise, and they do big boy spells. As you can see, you can't just stagger them. They decide rarely ever to get staggered. But if you kill them, you have a chance to get the stone club, which is a fantastic mace. Right, now we're onto this. I'm gonna go ahead and not summon. You want to summon to get the attention of one so you can kill the other one. Of course, just like the other one. Oh, actually, this, I guess on this playthrough is the first one we're fighting. Basically, they have a rock armor. Whenever you break the armor, they become super staggering, and you deal a hell of a lot more damage to them. Now, if you're having a lot of trouble with these guys, use a blunt weapon. Those guys will... Like, they won't stagger immediately, you still have to break the armor, but blunt weapons... You saw how little damage I was doing before I broke the rock armor. Blunt weapons ignore the armor, and they'll you just be whacking them hard. All the way at the tip top of this elevator. This takes you to the tippy top of the academy. As you can see, I cannot see even the ground. But up here, you can see the rooftops of the academy. There's Terra Magica. Basically, you put that down and it boosts the damage of your sorceries, which is nice. So I think this is where we're gonna leave it. That was a good healthy 3.5 hour stream. If you enjoyed, then like and subscribe. Otherwise, just have a nice